through a few examples of solving equations with variables on both sides. And the first example has got negative 10x plus 7 equals 4x minus 9. And the key is we want to get rid of one of the terms that's got an x in it. And it doesn't really matter which one. That's really your preference. I think most people would prefer to get rid of a negative term. Just kind of depends on you. I'm going to go ahead and add 10x to both sides. And that way I'll cancel off this one. All right. Okay. And negative 10x plus 10x, of course, is 0. All righty. So I don't need to write anything. But I'm going to bring down my 7. And that equals 4x plus 10x. These are like terms, or a like term. And that means I can add them together. Okay, it's kind of like apples and oranges. These are like both oranges. All right, 14x minus 9. Now I'm going to go ahead and add 9 to get rid of this negative 9. And of course I have to do whatever I do to one side, I do to the other. 7 plus 9 is 16. Bring down the equal sign. And again, these two cancel each other out, makes 0. I'm not going to bring anything down there. And I've got 16 equals 14x. And I want to get rid of this coefficient. And the way to do that is by dividing that by that exact amount. So 14x divided by 14. Whatever I do to the right side, I do to the left. So since I divided by 14 here, I'm going to do it there. Now 14 over 14 is going to cancel out. I'm going to bring down an x. And 16 divided by 14, I can simplify that to 8 over 7 because 16 can be divided by 2 and I get 8. 14 can be divided by 2 and I get 7. I can't make that any simpler. Now what I should do here is take this answer or solution and test it in my equation. Unfortunately, my videos are limited to 5 minutes, so I want to show more examples of solving them. So I'm going to skip that step, even though you should do it. All right, I'm going to box up my answer. And I've got 2 more equations to try and accomplish. And if I don't get them both done, I'll at least get one more done. Okay, this is equation 2. And I'll start with this one. I want to get rid of either the 10x or the 3x. And I think I'll just go ahead and subtract 3x from both sides. Okay, whatever I do to one side, I do to the other. 10x minus 3x is 7x. And bring down the plus sign. Equals, these two cancel out. And so I can bring down my 40. Alright. Now it's time to subtract my 9. So I can get closer to isolating my x. So take that away. These two cancel out. I'm going to bring down 7x. I'll bring down the equal sign. 40 minus 9 is 31. Now I'm left with a coefficient. Of course, 7x means 7 times x, and I need to divide to get rid of it. And these two 7s are going to cancel each other out. I'm going to have x equals 31 divided by 7. I can't simplify that fraction anymore, and of course improper fractions are just fine in algebra. So I'm going to leave my answer like this. I'm not going to test it right now, even though I should because of lack of time for the video. I'm going to try and get a little bit done on this other equation. And the video may just stop right in the middle of this equation, but hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Thank you. I'm going to get rid of one of these two. Either this negative 7x or the 3x. I think I'll just add 7x to both sides. And that is going to give me 20. Because these two, of course, equal 0. I'm going to bring down the equal sign. 3x plus 7x equals 10x. I'll bring down my minus 1. Alright. I can go ahead and add 1 to both sides. And that's 21 equals 10x. And I need to divide by the coefficient of the x, that's 10. And these two